GM is finally starting to take the electric car market seriously as it's now preparing its own Gigafactory for a new battery cell manufacturing line. And the GMC Hummer electric pickup truck will soon make its debut, and according to the new specs that GMC has released, it's looking like the new Hummer EV is out to challenge Tesla Cybertruck. But before we jump in, let's get plugged in. Hello and welcome to EV Source. My name is Harry and I'm your host for today's dose of EVs and technology. GM, like many other car manufacturers, has been waking up to the electric vehicle revolution very slowly, which is one reason why Tesla has been enjoying a fantastic time with almost no competition. But that may change soon. Big giants like GM move very slow and take their sweet time to make a move, but now it's finally looking like there are some major steps being taken toward getting into the electric vehicle market. GM has just recently shared a progress update on its own version of a Gigafactory that will be producing GM's new batteries that they call the Ultium Cells LLC. GM unveiled their batteries earlier this year, but I'll get more into the batteries in just a bit. And if you're new to the channel, welcome! Please take a moment to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything going forward. This small gesture really helps out with the channel. Now let's jump back in. The new factory GM is building in Lordstown, Ohio, is a joint venture between General Motors and LG Chem. Construction started a few months ago with ground prep activities, and they finally broke ground in May. Currently, it looks like they've put up a few pillars and a large metal frame for the factory building. According to GM, the battery target output for this factory is 30 gigawatt-hour annually, with an option for further expansion. This is about the same as what Tesla's Nevada factory output today. Production is expected to start in 2022, which in Tesla's world would be considered very slow. For instance, the Shanghai factory started production within 12 months, which is Tesla's record to date. This move by GM is not bad at all. After all, the world needs more batteries to address the growing demand. But I think it's too little too late. Tesla is way ahead in almost every way possible, and they're already planning to have battery output close to terawatt-hour per year very soon. They're leading in the cost of the batteries. They have the largest charging infrastructure that continues to grow faster than everyone else combined. They have the best software with over-the-air updates while others are still figuring it out. They've collected more real-world data for their full self-driving system than all of the competitors combined. And the list goes on. Not to bash on GM, but they could have done a better job at keeping up with the new trends. But more on that right after we've gone over the GMC Hummer that's challenging the Tesla Cybertruck. When GMC first announced its plans for an electric Hummer, they did not provide any specs other than the vehicle would be equipped with a 200 kilowatt-hour battery pack. When GM spilled details on its new Ultium battery, it revealed that capacity will be between 50 kilowatt-hour to 200 kilowatt-hour, and vehicles equipped with the largest battery packs will boast up to 400 miles of range. The figures are impressive, but the misleading headlines make it seem as though the figures somehow trump Tesla. Although Tesla's biggest battery pack today is 100 kilowatt-hour that is used in Model S and Model X, providing an EPA range of 402 miles on the Model S, a 200 kilowatt-hour battery pack could almost double the range, though the added weight would most likely make it less than double. Granted, the GMC Hummer would be a bigger and heavier vehicle than the Model S, so a 200 kilowatt-hour battery pack could potentially give it the claimed 400 miles of range. The claims made by GM in regards to range are just that, claims. There's no vehicle with Ultium batteries in production, and no vehicle with those batteries either with a range figure certified by the EPA or with real-world testing to verify those claims. Sure, perhaps GM has tested its own setup and feels comfortable claiming 400 miles of range from a 200 kilowatt-hour battery, but until an actual product enters production and gets its EPA-rated range, we have to remain cautious in regards to automakers' claims. That said, GMC has left out the range entirely in their recent update on the Hummer EV specs, But here's what we know so far. The new Hummer EV pickup truck will be equipped with the new Ultium batteries and is boasting 1000 horsepower and will be equipped with up to 3 electric motors with 11,500 pound-feet of torque, which is to be expected from an electric vehicle for its size. An open-air infinity roof that, according to the images and teaser videos, looks like one large opening is over the front passengers, while the rear features a T-top design. GMC says that the Hummer EV will feature easily removable roof panels to provide a unique open-air experience. They also claim the truck can do 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds, which would be impressive. Although I suspect this is just for the top-tier triple-motor 200 kWh battery pack model. The truck comes with an adrenaline mode and crab mode. While the adrenaline mode most likely is equivalent to a sports mode, the crab mode leaves us wondering what exactly it is. It sounds like a feature that would allow the vehicle to move sideways or perhaps turn in place like the Rivian R1T. To accomplish a sideways move, I would expect the rear wheels to have some steering function as well, but that has never been mentioned. The truck is also capable of super fast charging, but how fast exactly? We don't know yet, but with up to 200 kWh of battery pack running the 800 volt system, I'm guessing a super fast charging feature might fully utilize the 350 kW charging capability of some CCS chargers installed in the US. It also comes with a next generation of Super Cruise, which is a new semi-autonomous driving system that's internally being referred to as Ultra Cruise. The next generation system takes the automaker's current Super Cruise system that has the capability to operate on highway systems to city streets. Being able to operate on city streets as well as other highway enhancements such as lane changing and operating on exit ramps would better position GM's technology against Tesla's Autopilot. Unlike Autopilot, Super Cruise is limited to more than 200 miles of limited access freeways in the US and Canada that have been mapped with high-definition LiDAR technology to assist the onboard system of cameras, radars, and sensors. It also uses facial recognition to identify whether the driver is paying attention, so there's no need for drivers to touch the steering wheel while the system is operating. All this sounds very promising, but until we see a working model, it's tough to make any conclusions whether it will beat the Tesla Cybertruck or not. Price is another factor that has to be considered when we're comparing it to the Cybertruck. At this point, the automaker has not released any details on the price of the Hummer EV, but in order to realistically compete with Tesla's Cybertruck, the price would have to be competitive. Also, the specs GMC has released for its truck are just the target. Once a production model is revealed, the specs can change in either direction. The same goes for the Cybertruck. The GMC Hummer electric pickup truck is set to hit the market in the fall of 2021, along with a wave of new electric pickup trucks from Tesla, Ford, and others. It is going to be unveiled in the fall of 2020, and GM confirmed that it will start taking reservations at that point. And because the new factory GM is building is expected to start operating in 2022, the batteries for the Hummer EV would most likely come from GM's partner LG Chem. Given the new Gigafactory from GM and the future vehicles they are planning to make in the coming few years, GM might actually be able to hold a position in the new electric vehicle market. For how long though? Only time will tell. If GM really wanted to stay in business for long term, they could have started a new subdivision for electric vehicles from the ground up years ago and have battery manufacturing up and running today. They definitely have the resources to start a new branch for EVs instead of trying to move a big giant in a different direction. They clearly were in denial and ignoring the signals of a looming revolution ahead and are now playing catch up with Tesla. But why can't automakers like GM mass produce electric vehicles? They definitely have the experience with large-scale manufacturing. The reason is batteries. Currently, almost all of the automakers that are making electric vehicles are sharing batteries from Samsung, LG Chem, and CATL, including Tesla. But Tesla has also been manufacturing its own cells in partnership with Panasonic for years and is planning to have its own battery cell manufacturing lines very soon. But once they start producing batteries at terawatt-hour level, they will be the big boys in town, and the old boys like GM, Mercedes, and BMW, just to name a few, won't be so big anymore. In fact, if these companies fail to keep up with Tesla and the EV revolution, some of them may go down completely and make room for new startups. It's either that or they will have to start licensing batteries and technologies from Tesla in order to survive. It's starting to look more and more like a Tesla monopoly that would give unforeseen power to Tesla. And as Peter Parker's uncle once said,
"Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
So let's hope Tesla will use this power wisely and helps the world transition to a future of sustainable and clean energy. And guys, if you made it this far in the video, you're awesome. If you own a Tesla and would like to get accessories that'll make your Tesla stand out, check out Abstract Ocean and use the code EVSource for a 10% off on your purchase. Each purchase will save you money, and in the process you'll be helping and supporting the channel. Oh, I almost forgot. Check out EVSource online store for t-shirts, hoodies, and more. This will help out the channel and you'll get some cool swag in return. Additional designs and items will be added in the near future, so visit again to find more options. What's your opinion on the Hummer EV, and do you think it has a chance against the Tesla Cybertruck? And do you think the recent moves by GM are enough to survive in the electric vehicle market? As always, leave your comments down below. And before you go, please hit the like button if you like this video. This helps out with the video tremendously. And subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss any videos like this one. Having you watch these videos means the world to me and is the best way for you to support the work that goes into making these videos. But if you would like to show more support, consider becoming a patron and receive exclusive access to EVSource content such as early access to videos and more. Visit the Patreon page to find out more. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep charging ahead, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe and take care.